can use this video as a way that you can escape. I'm out here today on a Grizzly Peak trailhead, and I came out here today for a mindful walking meditation. So what that means for me is I did not bring my dog for other reasons as well. And I did not bring anybody else with me. So I can fully be in the presence of only myself. There are other walkers or hikers on the trail, which is fine. And I had a nice conversation with a woman who lives fairly close to myself in Ashland. But today, what I notice about being solitary is that I don't think of things outside of what's happening right now, so I don't have the chatter of a walking partner, and I can fully be present in the moment and observe the forest, bathed in light and the essence of nature. So this walking meditation is truly a healing and a reset for myself, a wonderful reset if you have a regular job, 9-to-5 job, and you're using an opportunity of a walk in the woods not to think about your life or dwell on issues or even heal from trauma. The healing happens in the solitude and in the quiet of the mind. And so you become just an observer. And to me, that is absolute heaven. It's bliss on earth. It's almost as if I had entered a new dimension of meditation that is the one in observation and feeling not separate from the forest, but knowing that I, as a human individual, am not different than all the organisms around me, but I am actually very similar. I have similar needs, and I can fully appreciate the beauty and the quiet and the fresh air. The quiet to me is one of the most blessed things, but the solitude, and even though there's now that it's after 10 a.m. there's more people on the trail, and there was nobody on the trail that I saw in the first hour and a half of my hike. But it's still, there's a solitariness that I really cherish. And I observe other people who have, friends or partners walking with them, and they're all chattering and they're not observing their surroundings. And, I'm not criticizing or judging it. It's just a whole different experience when you come out by yourself and you don't have the distraction of someone else having a conversation or talking about things outside of this particular experience, which is just to be in the forest. And just to be one with all of the other organisms, billions and billions of organisms here that rely on this environment for their survival. It's a blessed thing to be able to experience. If you're out there and you don't have the opportunity to be in a forest, and I understand many, many people don't on Earth, then maybe you can use this video as a way that you can escape, because most of my filming is done in silence, and so you'll just hear the wonders of nature, and see the butterflies and the trees and the mushrooms and the plants, the wildflowers, all of the goodness that the natural environment has to offer us. So I thank you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me, and if you want more of this kind of thing, as well as developing the yoga mind and the energy body, which is my logo and my motto, then you can subscribe to the channel and see what new adventures I come up with to share with you. from heat to shade. Cool shade. It's like the temperature dropped about 10 degrees as soon as I moved out of the sun and into the forest. I think we need to plant more trees on Earth. It seems to be the answer to climate change and global warming. Tear out all of the parking lots that are fields of heat gathering, and plant trees, restore the trees to the earth. A meditation. It truly is, especially if you are mindfully walking or hiking and you don't allow your thoughts to take you outside of the present moment. I find that when I go on more rigorous hikes that take a lot more endurance, that I'm able to stay out of my head more and just be really focused on the present moment. Or if it's a new environment to you and you're just taking in the scenery, like today I went out Grizzly Peak and hadn't been out there before, so I'm really just absorbing all of the new features and the experience of not knowing what's around the next corner, not knowing the trail. I didn't even really notice the trail map as much when I left, so it was just all new, and that to me it's like traveling to a new country. Everything is new. I did meet a lot of people on the trail, especially 2 other women who were individually hiking alone, and one was probably 10 years younger than me, the other one 10 years older, and we had some really great conversations, just being similar-minded females, and for that I am very thankful to be in this area in Southern Oregon where that seems very common, is just to be out in the woods and meet other females out in the woods alone, doing the same thing I'm doing, forest bathing, being mindful, exploring, adventuring. Yes, this is heaven on earth, and every day can be like that. You have to adjust for your schedule. When I had a 9 to 5, I would get up and leave the house at 6 a.m. so I could be at work by 8 or 9, and experience of exploration before starting my grind. So if you're coming up to Grizzly Peak, just know that the road right here is partially paved, but for a few miles it's all gravel. So the first time I came out, and I wasn't able to even get onto the trailhead because there was a few feet of snow out on the county road. So I had to turn around and head back down to the lowlands. So, and I think that might have been like May. I think it was May, and there were still many feet of snow here on the trail or on this road to get up here. So be aware that when snow levels are lower, that this will not be accessible. Although if you had snowshoes, it might be fun.